Problems are not problems. They're subconscious patterns that need to be adjusted. Once you understand that all you have to do is adjust patterns in your subconscious, and you can change so much in your life. Because so much of the patterns in there were either placed in there by you or your surroundings, your family, your school, what you watch on TV, what you listen to, your environment, programmed to subconscious. So if you can adjust those patterns to what you want, you solve the problem. What are the results you want, and how can you stay concentrated so that you can create it first in the mind before it starts to manifest physically? Creating mental pictures in the mind through visualizations and affirmations and feelings to shape the subconscious to get the results that you want. You have to learn how the mind works, and once you learn how the mind works, you can learn to harness it and you can learn to focus it. And once you learn that, then it's about practicing, and you have to really practice. I've had so many people come up to me, hold their cell phones up to my face and go, "These things are ruining our lives." And I go, no, these things are not ruining our life. This is a beautiful piece of technology. What's ruining your life is your inability to exercise discipline around the use of it. There are two things we need to understand. There's the mind and there's awareness. And you're not the mind, rather you're pure awareness moving through different areas of the mind. So your mind doesn't move, rather your awareness is moving through the mind. So I define concentration as my ability to keep my awareness on one thing for an extended period of time, until I can consciously choose to move it to another thing. Every time it drifts away, I bring it back. It drifts away, I bring it back, and I train myself. First, you understand how it works. Then you learn how to practice it, and then you just repeat that mindlessly till it becomes numb. So imagine your mind is a vast space, and your awareness is a glowing ball of light that's floating through the mind, and you can control where it goes. And there's different areas of the mind. There's an angry area of the mind, there's a healthy area of the mind, there's a science and sex and food and photography. And if your awareness is going to a particular area of the mind, that's where energy is flowing, because where awareness goes, energy flows. And energy is like water. If whatever I water will start to grow, right? So if I took a watering can and I watered a garden bed, would the weeds grow or the flowers grow? Both, right? Because water can't tell the difference. Energy works the same way. If I put energy to a particular area of my mind, it will start to grow. So if I want to develop a particular area of the mind, all I need to do is harness my awareness, take it to that area of the mind and hold it there long enough so there's enough energy going to that area, and that area starts to get strengthened. More energy is deposited there. More energy deposited there means more magnetic, which means it pulls awareness there much easier. Knowing is taking information, absorbing information either through listening to it or reading about it, having it registered in your subconscious, and then when it sits in the subconscious, it's sitting there with other information. The subconscious is basically a storehouse of information. It's your hard drive. And then your intellect then processes all that knowing, that information, and then spits it out in different ways depending on who you're trying to entertain at the party. That's knowing. Wisdom is knowledge coming in, and then that knowledge being applied in a timely way. And my guru defined wisdom as the timely application of knowledge. In monk school, it's all about rituals, right? It's all about rituals. From the moment we wake up till the moment we go to sleep, it's ritual. And you can tell in a very traditional monastery like the one I went to, from what the monk is doing, what time of the day it is. So how do I take that knowledge, apply it at the right time so that it actually creates a change in my life? And you can't practice it once, right? It's mindless repetition over and over and over again. And people don't like repeating the same things. The mind basically has no ability to tell what's good for you and what's not good for you. If the mind actually knew, we'd all be perfect. I'd wake up in the morning, my mind would tell me, meditate for an hour, do yoga, run, work out, eat this breakfast, then sit down for 2 hours or 1 hour, then stretch, then do this. The mind doesn't know, right? So whatever we tell our mind, whatever we repeat over and over in our mind creates patterns. And these patterns, when they're repeated, whether they're repeated consciously or unconsciously, become deeply ingrained and become extremely difficult to break. Every thought, word, and deed has repercussion. How you think shapes so much, how you speak shapes so much, and what you do shapes so much of your life. That's one part of. So by controlling your thought, words, and deed, you can control a lot of your life. Problems are not problems. They're subconscious patterns that need to be adjusted. And once you understand that, you